Greetings and salutations. I'm Mr. Lascala, the art teacher. Give me a wave. Alright. I'm going to be reading a book today. We're going to have a screen break for 5 minutes. Then we are going to go over lines and shapes that we know already. And we're going to learn some new lines and shapes. We're also going to learn about scissor safety and sing the scissor song again. Then we'll have our second and final 5-minute screen break. And then I'll show you how to draw a fairy. I'll be doing two different examples on how to do a fairy. One is going to leave the dress open at the bottom so you can kind of design the dress of the gown. And the other one is going to be like a side view so you can have a cape to design. You'll be able to fill in that with different shapes, designs, and lines also. All right, let's just get started by jumping right into the book. Oh, after the book, I'm going to ask you a few questions, even though this is asynchronous, which means I'm not actually here, but I do want you to interact. So, the signs are thumbs up for yes. Let me see it. That's it, thank you. Thumbs sideways for maybe or I'm not sure. And then you can have thumbs down for no. All those answers are totally acceptable. Remember to stay on mute. And right now I'm reading the book, so relax and let the story take you on a little bit of an adventure. This is called The Fairies of Frost, written by Haley Nystrom and illustrated by Alexandra Blakania. There's our dedication. There's our cover page. Fairies of Frost. When the autumn air turns soggy and the sky is dark and gray, the harvest sprites go groggy. They're finished with their play. Out comes Powder and her brother Slush. It's their turn to play again, sledding down hills at a mad rush, and building igloos, forts, and men. Twizzle, too, is out at last, dancing across the ice. She zips and glides along real fast. Her leaps and twirls so nice. By any glimmer you'll find Shimmer, seen twinkling near and far. He loves it so, the soft, warm glow of candlelight and star. In frost of fire is Toasty's land, as it roars warm and cozy. Under piles of blankets, with cocoa in hand, her cheeks are always rosy. Never was a treat so sweet for Ginger to eat, though she won't mind if you try. She'll take a bite of any delight, be it cookies, cake, or pie. Banquet loves a hearty meal, with plates piled high as they're able, but knows the food only wastes ideal with family and friends round the table. For melody it's song that makes her heart soar. She loves to sing and clap along with every beautiful score. Hush, on the other hand, likes when the songs cease, when stillness falls over the land. He is filled with calm and peace. Whether eating latkes or winning gelt, Hull stays for 8 bright nights. The shimmering candles make hearts melt during the festival of lights. Myrrh decides to deck the halls with silver bells, trees, holly, and a manger, with goodwill and blessed Noel. No one is a stranger. For 7 nights and 7 days, Mazio has his fun. The drummers drum and the candles blaze, so all may feel as one. You can count on Hourglass to fill the world with cheer. They let the sweet stay and the sour pass at the stroke of New Year. And while the fairies sing and eat and have themselves a ball, Lady Solstice smiles sweet and watches over all. So down every road and river crossed, through wood and desert too, from Lady Solstice and the fairies of frost, a happy winter to you. The end. An eye. There, very good. 4 corners. All right. Double thumbs up if you like that. Very cool. Now that was written in script. And it's very hard to read when you're sideways and upside down. All right. But there's script writing right there. But I'm not concerned that you don't get to learn that in school. You know why? Because you'll be able to type with your thumbs faster than I can while writing script. All right, so if you like the book, let me see that thumbs up. Very good. Now, was there 1 or 2 fairies? No. Were there a lot of fairies? Yes. Yes, there were. Would you like me to show you how to draw a bell? Drums? Candle? A star? A new star? All right. We're going to see if we can make that all happen after our first 5-minute break. I'm going to set the timer now. I want you to step away from the monitor for a few moments, or 5 minutes exactly. And I want you to maybe get some air, get some stretching, or even shake the sillies out. Okay, when the red disappears, the alarm will sound, and I want you to come on back to the table. Alright, welcome back everybody. I hope you had a good break. I'm now going to show you how to draw a few new things and a few old things. So, if you want to do this along with me, you can get a paper and a pencil. I'm going to use a black crayon so you can see it. And you can hold the paper either way you want to while we draw our shapes. And this is going to be in preparation for when we get a chance to draw our very own fairies, okay? So, one of the first shapes we're going to try to draw is a simple little wavy line, okay? We could draw a wavy line just like this, like so. And you can do a few of them. Alright, so there's our wavy line. Real fun, real easy, and simple. Next, we're going to draw little dashes and dots. These are going to be great for designing our snow. Dots and dashes. Very nice. Now, we're going to try to do snow, which is going to be tiny little circles. There's two kinds of snow that you can try to make. Ones that are like these. See? Right there. Or you can try to make a snowflake or two. Okay, the snowflake. Okay, the snowflake is going to start like an X. Okay? And then you put a plus sign through it. Very easy, right? If you really want to, you can even add circles in them. And V's on the edge, on the tip, on the end. Yeah. There you go. That's a fancy snowflake. It's a big one. But remember, you could always just do a small one. Let's see how small I can get. There you go. If you don't want to do that, you can always make an X or just a plus. Alright. Next, we're going to show you how to make, the bell. Here's a bell. This is kind of tricky. You're going to make like an upside down letter U. It's going to look like that. Like a bridge. maybe an archway door. All right, now you're going to make a little bit of a bell curve. You're going to be making a smile at the bottom. All right, not bad so far. We're going to draw a straight line out at the bottom. And we're going to draw another line exactly like this, except connecting these two. Very nice. Now you get to draw a semi-oval up on top with a semicircle. And there you have a bell. Pretty cool, right? Next, we're going to draw a candle. Here's how you draw a candle. Draw a really long rectangle. Draw a line for the wick. Now you draw a little letter U. And then you kind of point it up in one direction, kind of like this. That takes some time getting used to. Usually if you just color up there with orange or red, you should be fine. It'll look like a candle. If you want to add drips to the candle, you just go like this. Add your wavy lines. So we have those. Next, I'm going to draw a, I got it. A crescent moon. Okay, we know this one. Kind of looks like a banana or a smiling face. The star. I'm going to draw the old star, and then I'm going to draw a new star. It's actually easier to draw a six-sided star. So here's our five-sided star. It starts like an A. There's our A. We put its arms out straight. One arm, two arms. And then we touch the fingers to the opposite toes. Fingers to the opposite toes. And that's a star with five sides. Now, the six-sided star. This one's easy. This is done with two triangles. Check it out. You're going to draw a triangle like this. A line, that's one side, two sides, three sides. And now you get to do one upside down. So you draw a line. There's one side, two sides, three sides. See the two triangles? Very cool. And they have 6 points on this one. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to draw a drum. Okay, this one's a little tricky. Start with an oval. Kind of looks like you're outlining something, like a small crayon, maybe. Then you draw lines going down here and here. Then you put a smile like we did the bell. It should be the same kind of smile as this lower rim right here. Alright, we're not done yet. We could add zigzags in here. And now we get to add two drumsticks. I have them crossing. It's just a line with a tiny colored in circle at the end. Very fun, right? You'll be able to use these lines that you know and now that you've learned to help create the fairies that we're going to be making. You can make one fairy, but I'm going to show you two different ways to make a fairy. One's going to be a boy, one's going to be a girl. Let's take our next 5-minute break. Okay, if you have headphones on, unjack them so you can hear when this alarm goes off. All right, if you're stuck in your chair, sometimes this happens. Feel free to move the monitor or the computer or the laptop to the side. So this way, you can play with a manipulative if you want. Remember, a manipulative is just a small toy. Stay on mute. And there you go. Should be able to see the timer right over here. And we also have our bump card right there. All right, be back in less than 5 minutes. You may fast forward through this if you'd like. All right, welcome back, everybody. So, today I'm going to show you how to make a fairy. There's a couple of different kinds of fairies, but I'm going to show you a boy fairy and a girl fairy. Check it out. Use a fresh piece of paper. I'm using copy paper. You can use a new piece of notebook paper or even the back of some kind of papers you can use. Remember to use a pencil first, and if you like it, then you could outline it with a black crayon. I'm using a black crayon just so you can see it. Okay, put it off to the side so that you can see me while you're drawing step by step. The first one I'm going to do is going to have a dress. So, in order to do this, you should have your pencil ready. Remember how to erase. You erase and wipe it away with the back of your hand. And it's okay if you skip a step or two. Okay, you can always pause this, rewind it, and watch again if you're not sure how to do something. So I'm going to do both of them on vertical paper. All right, I'm going to start with the dress. It's going to be like that upside down U, like the bell. It's going to look like this. All right, and you can even give it that little bit of a curve if you'd like. I'm going to put 2 ovals for feet. Next, I'm going to go up with a rectangle. And now I'm going to draw an oval head. Okay, so the oval's going to go right about here. All right, and you could draw a line coming down. Now, the tricky part, the arms. I'm going to put one arm waving up and one arm going down. Just like that. I'm going to put an X here, a small X there, and a tiny X. Now we get to make the face. First, let's do the ears. A letter C. Really close, or a half of an oval. A line for the nose. Right by where the bottom of the ear is. And then, like in the book, see those smiles? They're like bananas. We're going to do a smile like that. Now we get to make eyes. They have oval eyes. Make some eyelashes, eyebrows, and eyeballs. Very nice. Now we get to add hair. You could add hair of any kind you would like. I'm going to do some curly hair, and I have the black crayon. Go on top of the head and down. You do the hair however you would like. This is one of my favorites, though. Feel free to add stuff in the hair, like maybe a bow. And you can now add things to the sky. Perhaps a moon. Perhaps a star. Maybe a 6-sided star. Snow like this, or like this. Remember the drum and the candle, so we can give her a magic wand or a candle or a drum if you'd like in her one hand here. whatever you would like. I'm going to put some wavy lines behind her. And you have the opportunity now to fill this in with any and all shapes that you know. If you can think of that shape, try to put it in her dress gown. All right? While you're doing that, I'm going to show you how to draw a boy with a large cape. Okay, so we're going to start with a large cape. It's going to go like this. Now we do the smile. And you go up. I have to kind of hold it down. Here, I'll go down. It's just easier for me to go down like that. So there's our cape. All right. Now we get to put our oval head up here. Very nice. We're going to put a shoulder and an arm like this. I'm going to add a few extra lines for the cape. Now the hand could be a circle or it could have fingers and hands. If you'd like, I'm going to go like this. Kind of make that kind of a shape. You could even put a wand in his hand. Maybe a star on top. Alright, so I'm going to put most of his face on this side like he's turning around to look. So I'm going to make a triangle or a backwards L nose and just one ear. I'm going to put oval eyes and a smile. Now I'm going to do this very similar kind of hair. I'm going to go around like this. Right about here, I'm going to draw down. And I'm going to put a line right about here. That could be where his belt is. You can give him a pouch if you'd like. Ooh, that would be cool. We'll make a pouch sticking out. Maybe some fairy dust or something. Very cool, right? Okay. Very nice. Now I'm going to draw an outline around the cape. And now 2 feet. So you can color the shoes a different color. Now you're going to put in maybe zigzag lines for maybe mountains. You're going to put snow on the top of each of the mountains. And he will get a moon, crescent moon. We already did a star here, so we're going to do the other star, the 6-sided star. We're going to have wind blowing. And we could even draw circle snow, dot snow, plus an X snow. You can even have dotted lines to represent wind. Well, that's a dashed line. You could do dotted lines also. Remember, you could also do snowflakes with an X or a plus. All right. Now, you have all of this area to put in a beautiful design. Use any and all shapes you can. Try to fill in the area so that there's not any empty space. All right. You want to make sure that this is all filled in. I'm going to design some of this while you watch. I'm going to make sure I put in some fun lines and stuff. But right now, if you want to, you can step away from the screen with your artwork and you can draw the rest of your cape design or your ballroom gown design for your fairies. I think I'm going to do a lot of snowflakes here. Okay, if your fingers ever get tired, you can always stop and do a finger exercise break, which is what I'm going to do right now because my hands started to get tired after all those little details. So, take your fingers out and wiggle them. Do this with me if you want, or you can keep drawing, it's up to you. Alright, you're going to roll your thumbs forward, then backwards. You're going to scrunch your fingers like this, thumbs too. Very good, you're going to roll your wrists forwards, and then backwards, and forwards, and backwards. Very nice. Now you're going to touch your thumb to your index finger, that's the pointer finger, then to the tall one, the middle finger, then to the ring finger, and then to the pinky or the little finger. Very nice. Now you're going to shake it all out. I like to shake my head too. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And now you should be feeling fine enough to continue drawing if you'd like. Well, I'm going to give her a necklace because I can. I'm going to give her an X necklace. It's just a bunch of X's. Very nice. Ooh, snowflakes down here would be cool. Okay. I want you to finish coloring these in. If you can, color them all differently inside of here. Make sure to color the sky. If it's night out, like mine kind of is, feel free to color the back of it using the back of your crayon. Color the background in black. And make sure you sign it at the bottom, okay, so I can see it. Somewhere in the corner would be fine. All right, if you want to add grass, that's up to you. But I would try to keep it some nice, fun, bright colors, and send the picture in to me. Okay, you can have an adult take a picture of it and send it to klaskala@wboe.net. This episode, you can find it on YouTube right here, where you found me. You'll be able to find other episodes under Willingboro ECDC Art. La Scala. Okay? Yes, this episode is Fairies and Belle and Snow and Star, and you should be able to find all the other episodes on this YouTube channel as well. Make sure that the adult navigates you through all of the YouTube episodes. Whenever you're on YouTube, always have an adult. Make sure you're going to the right spot. All right, I want you to have a great week. Have a wonderful day. Keep creating. Keep drawing, everyone. Bye-bye.